Hello everyone, welcome to Rise IS. I am Alok Bardhan and in today's prelims wide session we will discuss a very important article from today's The Hindu newspaper on Index of Industrial Production and India's core industries. So, title of today's article is Core Sector Growth Slowed to 0.5% in May, Coal Refinery Product Down Amid Crisis. So, let's see what this article mainly discussed. So, this article mainly discussed the recent decline of 8 core industries, which is this decline is lowest in last 21 months, and how this decline further affected other sectors such as crude oil sector, coal sector, and fertilizer sector. And this article also discussed reason of this decline, and this article also discussed why some sectors such as steel, cement, electricity sector showing the sign of growth. So please read this article as we have highlighted the most important point for UPSC exam perspective. So please read this article very carefully. This article is very much relevant for upcoming preliminary exam because you can see UPSC in 2015 asked a very simple question on index of 8 core industries. So this makes this topic very much important topic, very important theme for upcoming preliminary exam. So let's start our discussion with context of this article. So in May 2026, combined growth of India's 8 core industrial sector decelerated to 0.5%, making it the second lowest growth rate in last 21 month period. And what this slowdown reflect? This slowdown reflects the broader industrial headwind and fallout from global geopolitical tension which affect petroleum-based production. So, due to decline of petroleum-based production, this this result this decline can be resembled. Now we'll see about core idea about 8 core industries. So, index of 8 core industry is an index which measures the production performance of 8 foundational sectors that drives India's industrial and economic growth. So, 8 core industry is the index which measures production performance of 8 foundational sectors that drives India's industrial and economic growth. So, those 8 core industries very much relevant, very much important for India's economic growth and prosperity. Now, we'll see some combined weightage of these. So these 8 sectors collectively account for 40.27% of total weight of item included in index of industrial production. So out of 100% of IIP, these 8 core sector contributes 40.27%. Now see what is the base year for these these 8 core industry measurement. So base year is 2022 to 2023. Now we'll see some sector-wise quota data in decreasing order. So biggest chunk of the eight sector covers refinery products. So refinery products carry 28.04 percentage weightage. Similarly, electricity weightage is 19.85 percentage and steel weightage is 17.92 percentage and coal weightage is 10.33 percentage and crude oil weightage 8.98% and natural gas weightage is 6.88%. Cement weightage 5.37 and fertilizer weightage 2.63. So please try to remember this data because as you can see UPSC can ask directly about share of share of such industry in total weight of IIP or in core of 8 industrial industries. So, what is the significance of 8 core industries in India? So, these 8 core industries act as a macroeconomic barometer. So, these eight these 8 core industries act as a reliable leading indicator of nation's overall economic health, and overall industrial output. So this 8 core industries is a barometer, macroeconomic barometer, and which measures the which give early warning to lead nation's overall economic health and industrial output. So second such significance is broad economic impact. So growth in the foundational sector, eight core industry, directly supports large scale employment and ensure national energy security and act as a primary catalyst for wider manufacturing ecosystem. So growth in this sector can give the early sign of prosperity to other sector, as these so many small industries dependent on this production of or growth of these 8 core industries. Next such significance is multiplier effect, because these industries provide fundamental raw material such as steel, cement, and power, so their performance heavily influences the downstream sector, including infrastructure development, real estate, and trade balances. So growth of these sector give boost to other sector. Now we see these 8 core industry performance help in policy formulation. Tracking these index of core sector enable policymaker to quickly identify the production bottleneck, example fossil fuel or agriculture input, and formulate targeted fiscal, monetary, and logistical intervention. So early problem in this sector gives the early warning sign to problem in other sectors. So government should do preemptive framework or frame a preventive law so that other sector can be saved or can give boost to these core industries. Now I'll see some key detail about index of industrial production. So what is IIP? Index of industrial production is a composite economic indicator which measure short-term changes in the volume of production for a specified basket of industrial good in India. So index of industrial production is a composite economic indicator that measures short-term changes in volume of production for a specific basket of industrial good in India. It works in tandem with index of core industry, which provide a comprehensive picture of industrial development. So, see who published index of industrial production. So, index of industrial production published by compiled and published by National Statistical Office under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So we'll see release frequency of this publication. So this index of industrial production published with a monthly with a 1 month lag. So what is the base year? Base year of index of industrial production is 2022-23, which which latest which recently revised from earlier data 2011 and 12 series. Now, what are the core sector covered? It broadly covers production volume across 4 primary sector, which is manufacturing, mining and quarrying, electricity and gas supply, and water supply, sewage and waste management. So, we have to also remember the weightage of these sector. So, highest weightage is for manufacturing sector, and second highest weightage is allotted for mining and quarrying sector. Highest weightage is 76.06 percentage. Mining and quarrying sector contributes 14 percentage. Electricity and gas supply covers 7.50 percentage, and water supply, sewage and waste management covers 2.44 percentage. So our team has prepared a MCQ for further preparation. So please attempt this MCQ and comment down your answer in comment section. Thank you for attending today's session. Please download our complete PDF from our website, and for further preparation, please visit our website and YouTube channel. Thank you.